Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air 2 with me, Herd 37. Alright, so staying in the Duke here, I was actually going to fly some other flights. I think I had one in Jacksonville, but ended up not doing that. I think I gave it over to Caitlin. In fact, I think, yeah, she's actually over there. She's going to do another job. That one, I think, from Gulfport over to Hilton Head. And we have a flight 2. We're going to go from Hilton Head, our base, over to our base at Raleigh, Durham. As you can see, it's about, 239 miles. It's a pretty heavy load here, 2,136 pounds of TVs. Pays really good, though, 34 grand, so take that. Also, we're going to jump back over into the first Duke. That was the black and gold one. I think we've only flown that like maybe once or twice, so kind of jump back into that one. Just for, mix it up a little bit. Let's take a look over here at FS Commander. Wind coming out of the north, so we'll take off on runway 3. It's a heading of 033 degrees. And when we come in, we'll come in on 5 right. That's a heading of 054 degrees. You can use the ILS. It's 109.5. I think this area back here is more of the general aviation, I believe. And this runway over here is more for the commercial. So we'll go ahead, even though the wind is actually coming, out of the southeast, we'll go ahead and land over here on 5 right. Because I think that's one they normally use. I don't know if they really use this one much. They kind of do because there's some parking over here, so you would think that they would. Yeah, we're going to use the longer runway over here at 5 right. And it's a towered airport, and we will just come straight on in. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing going. There we are. We just had enough room because all the fuel that's already in the thing. So it says cargo capacity 1383, but since we're going to be low on fuel, it'll go ahead and let us. I thought this thing actually carried more than that weight. Is it actually, before I do that, because doesn't it actually say that it can? If I go over here to Marketplace Aircraft, if I can find the Duke here, that does say 1383. That's weird. Because I thought it carried a lot more than that. And it does with less fuel. So I'm kind of like, I wonder if she'll do that in 2 since it's actually 1574. That's kind of, I hope she does it in 1. I guess we'll find out. Let's go ahead. Actually, what am I over here? Hilton Head to Raleigh, Durham. Of course, we have our base there, and I do have the scenery there for it as well. As you can see, we got enough fuel for 501 nautical miles, so that'll be more than enough. It's actually like a little over double. Although I think we use a little bit more fuel than this thing actually says. I'm not really sure though. Last position, no, because I did not fly it in there. So we'll just go over. I guess any of these will probably do. I like to be over near the fuel, actually, so I'll put that one right there. Let's go VFR. We're going to the north. Let's go. It's what, 200 some miles. Let's go to like 13.5. We can go as high as we want. Well, almost in this plane because it is pressurized, so that's good. 4 p.m. That'll work fine for us. 239 miles. All right, let's go ahead and jump on in the plane. All right, everybody, here we are in the Duke. There's that black and gold. I really like that. I don't know what it is exactly that I like about that, but it's really nice looking. Some nice clouds there at Hilton Head. It'd still be beautiful to be there, man. Hilton Head, one of my favorite places of all time. Probably my favorite place of all time. I'm sure it's still probably pretty hot down there. Trying to look, because we actually need to actually see the temperature. Know whether or not to turn on the boost pumps the whole time. Looks like it's under 90 degrees. If that one mark is 80, yeah, it's a little under 90, so that's good to know. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll get her started up. I'm going to go ahead and open the cow flaps. And I'll go ahead and turn on the beacon as well. So, prop controls. Someone actually messaged me today. If you right click, I see. So why did they do it that way? Everyone does left click and drag, but for some reason RealAir did right click and drag to operate just one. Alright, that's good to know. Why the hell did they do that backwards? That's odd. Prop controls full forward. That helps knowing that. So whoever that was, like electric ice maybe? Something like that. Thank you for that. Mixture controls are idle cutoff. Go ahead and switch our battery on. Alright, we'll put our throttle here on the left, about ½ inch. I'm going to do it just a little more probably. Alright, boost pump, come on. See, there I went again. 1, 2, 3. Pull this back. Left mag. Bring this up. And we're about between 1,000 and 1,500, which is good. So oil pressure, we're in the green, so that's good. Generator can come on. You don't need to worry about external power. I'm going to go ahead and turn this fuel boost off. So go ahead and fuel boost for the right. I missed it. 1, 2, 3. See how far I can get over there. Alright, all the way up. Actually, I never even moved this up, so that was kind of weird. 1,000 to 1,500, we're good there. Oil pressure on the right engine. Generator can come on, and fuel boost pump can go off. Put on the inverter. Let's go down here and we'll test our lights. I'll put my nav on, or not test the lights, test the generators here. Taxi and landing lights. See the load going up. It's alright on the generators. Taxi and landing go off now. Let's go ahead and put on the pitot, saw heat left and right, prop heat as well. Everything looks good here. We don't need the, like I said, the boost pumps on. So let's go ahead and hit the avionics master switch. Switch on our GPS and all of our navigation stuff. I'm going to switch that over to GPS while I'm thinking about it. Transponder going to standby. What did we decide on? 13.5, I think. 13.5, there we go. Let's turn these messages off. We'll go ahead and pop that off because it comes back on. And this one, there we go. Everything looks good there. Avionics are on, lights are required. We've got our beacon and our nav lights on. Cabin temperature, I'm not going to worry too much about that. Annunciator warning lights, go ahead and check that. That looks good. Let's go ahead and set our heading for the takeoff. It's 033 degrees. Alright, very nice. Made some new views. I got to remember them now. Park brake coming off. We'll go ahead and do our pushback. There's a tower here, so we won't worry about talking to ATC. RLR2's got us. I think we're in kind of that mid area where we don't normally come over here. Let's see. So we're taking off to the right. I think we will have enough runway. I don't know if we're going to have to come all the way down or not. I guess it depends on exactly, well, we might not because the... I have to check and see where we're going to be able to get on the runway at. Or else we may have to taxi on down. Did we, like, park at the only one that's over here? I guess there might be, there's one over there. I think we normally park over there, over near where the tower is. Let's go ahead and stop our pushback. And let's throw our taxi light on. Where are you? Alright, let's go ahead and taxi. Yeah, see, I don't know where... May not even be able to get on the mid. I thought there was an intersection over here, but maybe not. So, I believe we can get to the runway if we taxi down to the right, though. Yeah, it looks like it. So we'll taxi on down to the right and get on that runway. Fly over to Raleigh. Hopefully there's no problem at Raleigh. We had a problem. Only time we've ever had the problem with Raleigh is when I was doing the type rating. It would only let me do, if I did it from a certain runways, it wouldn't count it if I landed on a certain runway. But I've never had that problem when actually delivering cargo and stuff, so hopefully that holds up, or I'm going to be quite annoyed. So we're going to have to go all the way down. I'm going to go ahead and step outside and fix my... make sure we don't get any ground gremlins. Look over a couple times. It usually takes care of it. Oh, now I've got to go back. There we go. See it right down here. Now, why is it Savannah? Oh, that's right, because we're in... well, we are in VFR. I wonder why it's Savannah clearance, so... I guess Savannah is the next biggest area, but why couldn't you just call the tower at Hilton Head? Guess I don't mess with anybody on ATC. Feels like I'm losing power all of a sudden. Not that I'm so much losing power, but the plane doesn't want to go. That's really odd. It all of a sudden didn't want to really roll. Now we're picking up speed. Alright, get off that power and we'll come up here and stop. And we'll of course do our little run up. Alright, so let's go ahead and set our parking brake. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and check this out. Free and correct, rudder pedals, everything is good there. Let's go ahead and take that off. Alright, so between 10 and 1500, fuel boost come on. Instruments have been checked. Let's go ahead and set the flaps. Prop sync is off. Throttles going up to 2000. It's odd how it jumps like that. Alright, that's about 2000 there. Let's go ahead and check our mags. Right engine looked good. I didn't hear that last click. That's going to put it to start. That's weird. This happened before. I don't know why. Alright, so the mags look good. Alright, let's set her down to 1500 RPM. Alright, we'll feather the props. Alright, that looks good there. Alright, between 10 and 1500. Let's go ahead and we'll set our pressurization. We're going to have to go over there. You know, one thing we didn't do, and I'll go ahead and do it while we're down here, is the cross feeds. So while we're working on this, I don't know how I missed that. Alright, so aircraft altitude, bring it down to about 15. Alright, so that should be good right around that area. Of course, we can't mess with that until we get up in the air. Although I can go ahead and set it probably. I'll set it to 11.5 per minute. It might be a little low. Alright, take these off the cross feeds. Back to on. Let's see, gyro pressure is okay. Transponder coming on. Let's check to the right, to the left. Everything is good. Landing lights, strobe lights coming on. Let's go ahead and get on the runway and get on out of here. Parking brake is off. Alright, go ahead and accelerate. Airspeed is alive. Go ahead and rotate. We are quite heavy. Oh, I started to bring the yoke back down. Positive rate, gear up. I brought the nose up and then started to push forward, or let the yoke go back forward, and it didn't come all the way up. Like I was saying, we are quite heavy, so I should have maybe gotten a little bit faster. Alright, we can go pretty much straight on out. I'm just over 1,000 feet a minute. I'll bring the nose down just a little bit. We get that airspeed built up just a little bit to 120. Now I'll go ahead and retract the flaps. I'll get rid of that drag. Go ahead and trim this a little better. There we go. That trimmed her a little up. Alright, everything's climbing nice. Let's go ahead and bring the power back. About 35 and a half. Let's bring these back to about 91. Usually I do these singly. I don't know why I've always brought those singly. Why don't I just do them at the same time? Usually about 91% will get them right around 2750. Yep, 2752. Everything looks good there. I'm gonna go ahead and taxi light can come off. I'm actually going to bring that back a little bit. Beautiful Hilton Head, man. Need to find an airport over near Oak Island, North Carolina, outside Wilmington. I know that there's one there. That's where our family seems to go to now. In fact, they went near July 4th. I didn't go. My ass is working. It's alright. Gotta make money. Go ahead and throw prop sync on. And I'll turn the fuel boost off. It's surprising how much noise those fuel boosts create. We'll leave those cowling flaps open. I remember sometimes those will really affect the cylinder head temperature. I was flying one time, just flying, and I closed them. I was up fairly high, and I was surprised that I closed them, and I watched the cylinder head temperature, and it really went up, which was surprising. I need to turn my yaw damper on. Should have already done that. I thought I had a view for the autopilot. Don't. Flight director. Let's go ahead and throw it on nav. Arm it for the altitude. Vertical speed about 1100 a minute. Everything looks good. Let me go ahead and resize this. Get it out of the way. Make it a little bit bigger for you all to see. 230 miles, that's about an hour and a half or so. Not sure what airport that is. Looks like a fairly big airport. I'm not sure where Charleston is. Actually, I can't see what... If I can see the ICAO codes to tell you. I don't know what that is. Like I say, I don't know where Charleston is. Charleston, South Carolina. Alright, we're coming up on 5,000 feet. Let's go ahead and lean out our fuel here. Yeah, I usually lean these out separately too, and I don't know why. 80, and see, then it makes some weird sound for a little while. I don't know what that is. Try and just listen for what that is. I can't think of it though. Let's see, if is cabin air, I wonder if there's like an auto. It says like cabin temp mode. I'm gonna turn this on auto cool. Cause you know it's hot down there. See, this isn't really moving. I wonder if I move this, will it move? So maybe it's already gotten itself to that pressure? I don't quite understand. Differential is 1.3839 psi. Yeah, that's just something, pressurization is something I've never quite understood in any plane, to be quite honest. I'm gonna bring that down to 1,000 feet a minute. Don't you just like to live in an area like that, own a boat, go out fishing, deep sea fishing and stuff? It'd be like a goal to like retire and live in a place like that. I'm gonna bring that down to 900. Actually, I'm gonna bring it down to 800 feet a minute. About 7,400 feet. You can hear the power coming up. I'm gonna put it about 60. That'll get a lot more power to the engines. Let's move this to about right around 90. I'll keep it right about there. Yeah, but we're on our way up to 13.5. Everything looks good from here. Let me see what my... I just kind of wonder if I should move my default view down a little bit. I think it's pretty good right there. Right there. An hour and a half. And we'll be there. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and speed on up. And we will be back in just a little bit. Alright, everybody, slowing it down to normal speed, about 14 miles out, heading over here to the approach. And then it get down to about 3,000 feet, is what I've got set at. Let's go ahead and set up our navigation if we want to use the ILS. I don't have a view going way over there. Why don't I have a view over there? But here's our navigation. Let's go ahead 109.5. I don't think we've ever used this in this plane. 109.5. 109.5. Put that over. We can go ahead and switch this to nav because I'm on the heading mode right now. On the autopilot. Cowl flaps are closed. Let's go ahead and turn the fuel boost on. Prop sync needs to go off. We need our prop RPM to be at 2750, so I'm going to put that to about 91%. There's 2750 right there. Alright, let's set our course. What is our 055, I'm thinking? 054. Like I said, we're on the heading, so I'll leave that alone for right now. We'll come over to the right a little bit. 035. Gonna put our descent rate to 1,000 right there. Taxi and landing lights are on. Prop sync is off. Thinking everything is good. I'm gonna go ahead, set that to full rich on the mixer. Set this to 054. Let's switch that over to nav. I'm gonna pull back on the power a little bit. Like I say, we've never used ILS on here, so I might have to learn something. About 7 out. It looks like she's on it because she's going to bring it left. I'll let this go down to 2,000. I'm going to hasten our descent a little bit. I'm going to bring back the power and get rid of that. I need to get my gear and everything out. I think we can go ahead and drop the gear. Might still be a little too fast. There it goes. Air speed's coming down as well. We're like leveling out for some reason. Approach hold, we're too high. I don't know why it all of a sudden started leveling out. That's weird. Yeah, that's very strange. Autopilot coming off. I'll go ahead and just turn everything off. Yeah, all of a sudden it started leveling out for some weird, strange reason. I'm gonna get back on the power just a little bit more here. I'm sitting a little, well, a little too quick. We're gonna land a little short there. Kept that up. Obviously we're high, but still don't want to come down too quick. We're about 800 feet a minute right now, which is all right since we're high. Back the power some more. Alright, we're at full flaps. Should slow her down a little bit more. Because that's the thing, it seems like we do land a little faster than this plane. Just a little more power to slow up that descent. There we go. Still gonna get a little low, just a little more power. Let's see what that says. It says it was okay. And that one didn't seem too bad. Alright, now we gotta go find a place to park. We usually don't mess with the backside of this airport. We haven't been here at all in a while either. Be interested to see that landing, a replay. Because it didn't seem bad. I don't know if we were pitched up or anything or not. Yeah, we could park way over there. I don't really want to. Strobes and landing lights coming off. Let's go ahead and stop for a second. Alright, fuel boost can come off. Depending the temperature. What is the temperature? 82, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and open the cowl flaps all the way. I'm going to go ahead and put RPM on full like that. We can go ahead and turn the pitot heat, saw heat, prop heat all coming off. Taxi light is still on. Here's somebody taking off. What do you say we just like park over here? Like we obviously don't need a jetway or anything. And I'm not really sure, where you would actually park this thing, so we'll just pull over to the left, I guess. And just say that that's the parking area. Because, yeah, this is like the backside of the airport. If you all have watched these videos I've done on Raleigh and stuff, you know that the other side is where everything is like parked, all the commercial airplanes. That's why this side is so barren, and no planes over there. They're on the other side. And that guy took off in the same direction as we landed, so that looks good. Alright, so we can go ahead and shut her down. Go ahead and put the parking brake on. Let's go over to the shutdown. Parking brake is set. Actually, I know that our need to be around 1,000 or so. Go ahead and put that up. Parking brake is set. I'm not going to worry about checking the battery. Although, I mean, if you wanted to, let's do it. Although, how does that check the battery? I'm not sure if that checks the battery, really. Yeah, so I'm not sure if we checked that correctly or not. We're not taxing, so the tax light can come off. I'll go ahead and switch the nav light off as well. Cabin temp mode, we did have that on, so we'll go ahead and turn that off. Propeller's low pitch, high RPM. Throttle's to about 1,000. We're good there. Fuel boost pumps are off. Mixture idle cut off. Magneto switches go off after the engine stop. So we'll turn off the mags. Battery and generators can come off. Let's go ahead and turn the master switch. Where was the electrics? I didn't see electrical and avionics equipment off. Yeah. Turn everything off. Master switch off. Inverter, you can go off. Battery, you can go off. Alright. So that looks good there. Let's go over to air handler 2. Let's go ahead and unload this. You can deliver this cargo by road transportation. It will cost 0. 81,125. Which is in a half hour. See, it makes no sense. That's why I don't like coming in here to Raleigh. There's something really, really weird with this airport. There's KRDU, which is what we want, and then there's like ZRDU, and it makes no sense. So maybe we should have gone and landed on that other runway. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. But it's not going to cost us anything. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, I said okay, but it's not accepting it. There it goes. Yeah, so we haven't got paid yet, but it will get paid eventually. All right, so let's check this out. Took off at 4:18, landed at 5:41, which is an hour and 22 minutes. Took off with 570 pounds of fuel, landed with 226, max altitude 13,513 feet. Max pitch negative 13.5, max roll 28.2. Yeah, we lost control right. We were getting right near cruising altitude. I'm not sure if my airspeed dropped or what. Also, we kind of went into a bit of a dive, and I had to turn off the autopilot, slow her down, and everything, get it reset. It was kind of odd. Max speed 196.16 knots. Minimum G 0.23. Max minimum G 0. Max G's 1.71. Max G's 0. Stall false. Overspeed false. Lane description okay. Gear down true. Land on concrete. No damage to the runway. No damage to the plane. See, we still are coming down kind of hard though. I haven't been able to get any better. It's 232 feet a minute. Landing speed 79 knots. Landing pitch negative 7.58. Landing roll 0.15. Negative. Landing heading 53.24. Landing wind speed 4. Direction 25. Yeah, we come down a little hard. Not hard enough to break anything, but I thought that was a little gentler, but no, apparently not. So we're down here in Raleigh. I don't know what's gonna be there. That just is so annoying. Because you can load up there fine and everything. I don't quite get it. It's hard to click on that. There's so much stuff going on over there. I can't get to it. There we go. There's KRDU 20. There's 43. Wow. Going to S24. We could probably do that. It's a little bit longer, but it's a little heavier, so we can carry around 500 miles worth of fuel. I'd be really cutting it close. It's a long flight, but man, it pays 43 grand. Got a day and 5 minutes left. Might be able to do that. I don't know. Interesting, because that pays a ton. Or I could get Caitlin to do it if I don't do it. Someone's got to do it, because that's 43 grand. Although I'm afraid the way they would, I'd have to have her do it in one flight, because I don't want her flying 381 with all that weight and then coming back and doing it again. So I'd have to do that little trick where I load up and just have her position up there. But yeah, so we're up around 950. At least we will be when this thing loads, or unloads I should say. And so we're close to buying our other planes, which is the Chieftain. Yeah, so probably in the next episode, I'm going to hopefully we'll be doing that. S24 Fremont. Is that Fremont, Ohio, I think it was? Yeah, Fremont, Ohio, just southwest of Sandusky. As long as that runway is long enough, that's what I'll try to do. That's Raleigh right there. It's still Raleigh. Sandusky, let's check out the runways. Yeah, 5,500 feet. Alright, so hopefully that'll be the next one. I don't know, though, for sure. Anyhow, that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you all did enjoy it. I will catch you guys on the next flight.